Mr. Speaker, I was asking myself again a question. If this bill has decided to tax everything from bread to tires of mukokoteni, of piki-piki, boda-bodas, wheelbarrows, even wheelchairs. Mr. Speaker, I was asking myself, in the next financial year that is just 8 months to come, what will they tax now? Because you have taxed basically everything. I thought the next taxation is going to be the oxygen now that we are taking.
Yes, order, Junet. Yes, Lel Mengit. What's your point of order?
I'm standing under the standing order number 91,
yes.
Mr. Speaker. I want Honorable Junet to substantiate only putting levies on imported assembled motorcycles, not locally assembled and not local, so that the Kenyans out there can know the truth, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I have not even spoken about rubber. I did not talk about assembled, disabled, and non-assembled. I have not talked about that. You must be in a different house than me. You must be in Wasingishu County Assembly or something, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, to proceed with my point of argument, Mr. Speaker, if this bill was done the way it was done, without the input of serious government, then it has proved to me that this government lacks technocrat. What it has also come to prove is that when we were campaigning, they have a plan. And they put everything that is flowery, that is good in that plan. But I can see now what is happening in this country is to govern this country, because there is no plan that can recommend this kind of finance bill, Mr. Speaker, or not. It is a process the regime has entered is to govern without a plan. And I think the people who have been entrusted to develop these bills, to bring it here, those people really want to bring down this government. And it is coming down slowly. And Mr. Speaker, you cannot, I want to tell my colleagues and members of parliament here, where the rubber meets the road is this house. The bill can be manufactured inside a bar, inside a hotel, inside your home, but in the end, it has to be passed here. And that is why they say the presentation. Now, it is us, members of parliament, who will be held responsible for taxing Kenyans, not the authors of the bill. Those people, they will be found nowhere. The people who, as many of that opinion say aye, as many of that opinion say nay, it is us. Today, we have an opportunity to stand with the people of Kenya, to defend the people who elected us against harsh taxation, against imposing taxation that is going to make them. Mr. Speaker, you are taxing bread, the stomach of someone, the mobility of someone. You are taxing money transfer and money services. People cannot afford anything to buy because the money will be expensive. What else has remained other than death now? Somebody just has to die now. Nothing else has remained. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I want to say this. Taxation must be, we know the general principles of taxation, Mr. Speaker. The general principles of myself have interacted with the finance bill now for the 11th or 12th time, Mr. Speaker. The tax must be equitable, must be simple, must be efficient. Now we are, before and the other year we were discussing, for example, I-tax. Now today we are coming with E-teams. Tomorrow we shall come with K-tax. Mr. Speaker, how many times the process of taxation in this country? We are discussing here economic growth. You want to tell me this kind of bill will enhance economic growth in this country? Is that what you're telling Kenyans? Mr. Speaker,